Hello, I am so glad you can join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, today we're making peanut brittle. I'm making peanut brittle today, guys. A couple people have asked me to make this, and I know it's something that we grew up with. I love peanut brittles. I have everything here that we need to use. Now, when you're gonna make peanut brittle, guys, you need to make sure you have all your ingredients together before you get started. Because once you get started and that sugar starts to boil, everything is like moving really quickly. So you have to get everything together first, okay? So the first thing I have here is my pan that I'm going to be putting the sugar syrup in once it's completed, and I butter this. You need to butter it so that when you're going to pick it up, it comes out of the pan a little bit easier. Okay, so butter that and set it aside. Now we're making peanut brittle. So here I have half a cup, no, here I have 1 cup of raw peanuts. You can use roasted peanuts or you can use raw peanuts. Raw peanuts also flavors the syrup as you're boiling it, so this is better. But if you don't have raw peanuts, you can use roasted peanuts, and I'll tell you when you can put that in, okay? But this is raw peanuts and this is 1 cup. These are the raw peanuts that I have, and I shelled them, and that's what I'm using today, okay? Over here I have 1 cup of sugar. So the ratio to from the peanuts to the sugar is 1 cup. So you use 1 cup of sugar, you use 1 cup of peanuts. If you use 2 cups of sugar, you use 2 cups of peanuts. Okay? Now to that, I'm going to add here, I have half a cup of corn syrup. Now the reason for the corn syrup is it stops it from crystallizing, it binds it together. Okay, so I'm using half a cup of corn syrup. I have here 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to be using this at the end, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I have 1 teaspoon here of baking soda. I have here a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I have a 1/4 cup of water, and I have here a 1/2 tablespoon of butter. Butter is just going to flavor it a little bit, give it a little flavor, and that's what the butter is for. And of course I have here, guys, if you're gonna make candy, you're gonna make peanut brittle, it is best for you to go out and purchase one of these. This cost about $2 or $3. It didn't cost a lot of money, and this is a candy thermometer. Okay, that way you can know, you can test it, because it needs to come to a boiling range of about 300. So you need to be able to test it to know when it's at 300 and when you can take it out. Okay, so invest in one of these if you have not done so. So to get started, the first thing I'm going to do is we're not going to put in our peanuts until sugar has come to a boil. So first I'm going to start with my sugar. I have my saucepan here, and I'm going to empty that in there. And then I have the corn syrup. I'm going to add that in here. And I have my water. I'm going to add the water to that, 1/4 cup of water, and I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. Now when you're making candy, guys, let me show you the saucepan right here. Look in the saucepan. When you're making candy, you're going to go ahead and you're going to stir it. But when you're stirring it, some of the sugar is going to probably go around the rim here. Okay? And you don't want that, because what happens is as it starts to boil, what happens is the sugar that forms around the sides, it forms crystals, and the crystals fall back into what you're doing, into the syrup, and then it messes it up. So the best thing for you to do is to clean that off. Come over to the stove. Let me show you exactly what you're supposed to do. Alright guys, so my saucepan is on the stove, and I have my stove lower. Okay, I lower my stove, medium low. You're going to put your stove. Now that sugar that I was just showing you that forms around there, what you do is you take your little brush and you go in and you clean that sugar down from around there, okay, because you don't want crystals to form. So you can clean that around there like that. Or another way to clean it is to put the cover on, and as it starts to come to a boil and it sweats, everything just falls back in there, okay? So this is gonna come to a boil, and as soon as it comes to a boil, I'll add the other stuff and I'll show you exactly how to do this. Okay guys, ooh, as you see, my syrup has been boiling. And see, around the rim is not, around the edge is not dirty. So now at this stage, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in, I'm going to add my salt. I'm also going to add my butter. Mix that up a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add my peanuts. And I'm going to stir that for a little bit. And I'm going to just leave that here, and I'm just going to continue to stir this, because you don't want your peanuts, if you leave it for too long, what happens at the bottom may start to stick and start to burn, and we really don't want that. So you're going to stay close by. And you're going to stir it every once in a while. Just be careful when you stir it that you don't want to get the sugar all around the edge. And you continue, and you just leave this, because I just add those things that I added in there. It had brought the temperature down. So now it's going to start boiling again, and as soon as it starts to boil for a while, I'm going to add my thermometer and check it. Okay guys, you're going to continue to watch it and stir it every once in a while. Okay guys, so since this is here, and as you can see how it is boiling, how it is bubbling, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my thermometer in there, and I want to bring the temperature right here where it says hard crack 300. I'm gonna bring the temperature up to there. Okay, so you're gonna put this on, hook it onto your saucepan right here, and just don't let it touch the bottom. And you put it in, don't let it touch the bottom, because the reading will be a little off if it touched the bottom. Okay, and you just leave that in there, and it'll continue to stir this. And when that reach up there, it's done. Almost at 300, not there yet, but it's getting thick. Okay guys, so now at this stage right here, let me take this off so I can show you. I don't know if you can see the thermometer right here. It is at 125 over here, and that is the soft crack stage. So this is where you will add your dried peanuts if you had dried peanuts. This is at 125, so I'm gonna put it back in because I want it to go to 300. Okay, but you would add your dried peanuts at this stage. Okay guys, now it has reached the right here, which is the hard crack stage 300. So I'm gonna take that out, because now we're gonna done here. I'm gonna turn my stove off, and this now guys is when you have to work very quickly. That's why you're supposed to have everything ready ahead of time. Okay, so now that that is done, I just turned my stove off. I'm gonna add to that my 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract in there and mix that in. Now guys, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, but we're working fast here. We're gonna change the color. See that? Now you mix it in well. The baking soda, what the baking soda does is it helps it, instead of eating a hard candy peanut brittle that's gonna break out your teeth, you don't want that. You want a nice crispy peanut butter, but not hard and brittle. You want, you know, nice and brittle that you can bite into, but not that is gonna break your teeth. Okay, so that's what the baking soda is for. So now let's quickly add this to my pan. Now we're gonna add this to the pan. You have to work fast, guys. Try to get it all out before it hardens. So that's why you need to have your pan buttered, because you can't butter your pan. Oops, I'm making a mess. You can't butter your pan after you've done this, so you got to do it quickly. Just spread it out a little bit. Just gonna spread it out a little bit so that we don't have it all clumped up in one area. Get back over there. I think that's about good. Okay, so now guys, I'm just gonna leave this here and let it cool for a while, and when it comes to a complete cool, then I'm gonna come back and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, now it is time to check our peanut brittle. It has cooled, it's been sitting for a while, it's cool, so let's go ahead and check it. I just went ahead just now and I shifted a little bit and it came right up, because you see when you butter your pan, it makes it easy. And here it is, it comes right up out of the pan. See that? It lifts right up. And that's our peanut brittle, guys. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break it up like this into pieces. You can break it to whatever size you want. And over here I have a pan. This is like a Christmas pan that I had from Christmas that I'm using. So I put a piece of parchment paper to the bottom to line it, just in case you want to give some of this to a friend. Say you're at work and you want to take some to work to give your friends. This is a way. Or if you have those little plastic bags, I had some, I'm not sure exactly where they are right now. You can put them in there, tie a little cute little bow ribbon at the top. I just give it to your friend. So I'm gonna put some in here. I'm gonna take this to work and I'm gonna break it in smaller pieces, because there's a lot of people at work, so you don't have to touch, you know, to break it. So you can, whatever piece you take is what you will have. And just put it in here, guys. And like that. And when you put and then what you do is you can just put another piece of paper at the top of that. And you also want to put it in something that's airtight so that they can stay as fresh for as long as possible. Okay? And you know, sometimes when you're working in the afternoon, when you have your lunch, sometimes you need something sweet to kind of munch on. Hello? This is something sweet to munch on. So this is for my co-workers tomorrow. And that little piece I'll save for myself. I'll put another piece of parchment paper on top of that. Let me clean my hands a little bit. And close this up. So I close that up and I take this tomorrow, and when everybody's having lunch, I just put it on the table and say, please help yourself. So now I am going to go ahead and taste a piece for you so I can tell exactly what it tastes like. It looks good. See the color in it? See how the white sugar turned dark? And then when you put that baking soda in, it changed the color a little bit. Okay? So let's see. You can hear that crunch. It tastes like caramel. Guys, if you like it, have a tint of salty sweet. If you like salty sweet, you can have that. If you like caramel, you see, that's why I can't make this too often, because I would eat all of it because it is so good. Guys, make yourself some peanut brittle, and this one has that buttery, you know, like when you go have like caramel popcorn, that buttery popcorn. This is how that tastes. You have that buttery, salty, sweet, caramelly taste. And if that's your favorite, that's what you like, guys, go ahead and make yourself a batch of this. It is delicious. And I just see how easy it was to make. Very easy to make. And the baking soda gives it that nice crunchy taste. So it's not hard, it is crunchy. Okay, guys, I had fun making this, and I hope you get to make some for your family, and I hope you have fun making some. Make it for your family or make it for your co-workers, whatever you want to do. Okay, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. If you've already watched the video up to here and you have not subscribed, what's stopping you, guys? Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, and there's that little bell icon. Don't forget to hit that bell, because you will be notified every time I put a video up. I had fun making this, and I hope you have fun making some as well. Until next time, bye bye.